Hello, and welcome back to my channel. This is going to be a message for Aries dealing with a Cancer. So we're going to go ahead and get into this reading and see what the overall energy is going to be. This could be about your neighbor, your lover, your boss, your friend, your family, whatever. We're going to see. I don't know what the cards are going to say. So if it fits, it fits. Take it. But if it doesn't resonate, please leave it. Don't try to force it in your life. All right, let's go ahead and get into this. Aries dealing with a Cancer. Aries dealing with a Cancer, Holy Spirit. All right. What's the overall current energy for Aries dealing with a Cancer? What is the current energy for Aries dealing with a Cancer? All right, we have the Temperance, Four of Swords, Ten of Cups, one more. Aries dealing with, oh, we got two more. Knight of Swords and the Three of Wands. All right, so let's take a look at this. Okay. All right. Now, I'm not going to say this is Aries or this is Cancer because I'm not sure whose energy is which. So flip it, shift it, put it in, plug it in, however it resonates. I'm just going to say this person, that person, okay? I feel like in this situation, I really feel like this is about a romantic partnership, right? Or something. But anyways, in this situation, there is someone who is there's someone who's trying to prove something, prove their love I'm hearing like you're doing too much. And I also heard Lauryn Hill. It could, as soon as I was about to start singing, I forgot the lyrics. It could all be so simple. Because I really feel like this person, whoever this person is over here, they're like, this could all be so simple. Why are you doing so much? And this person's over here is like, I've got to prove it. I've got to do the biggest, the most grandest things for you. I have to like look the part, act the part. It's like someone's trying to prove something to someone else. If you guys are not in a relationship, it's like they're trying to put on this facade or act a certain way, come across a certain way to impress or to, I'm even hearing like, okay, I might be all over the place with this reading. This is like, if you guys are talking about marriage, it's like they want to impress the family. They want to go out and do all this grand stuff. They might be going in debt trying to put on some show, or they're just doing too much. They're I don't really get smothering vibes. I can't explain this doing too much feeling that I have. But if you know, you know. And this other person's just like real chill. They're like, oh my God, stop. Like, just please. They're trying to come to some sort of peace within themselves and just like they're fine. They're fine with the way things are. But this other person, and I kind of get like, don't get on me. I kind of get, let me not say that. I just won't say it. I was going to say whose energy I was feeling like. But yeah, this other person's just like, I'm fine. They're very simple. They're very much down to earth, grounded. I feel like they're almost annoyed by this. This is just embarrassing. It's like, I just need, like, stop doing too much. I hear stop doing too much. It's like an annoyance. Stop doing too much. You don't have to do all this to prove that you love me. You don't have to do all of this to get my attention or my time. You don't have to like post me and show me off. This is crazy. It's almost like this person keeps finding new ideas, new things to like express their love or to impress you or this person. And the other one's just not fazed by it. They're not fazed by it at all. Like it's making them just like kind of retreat a little bit. So it's definitely somebody who's all in, who wants to just show and prove, and I'm going to do this and I'm going to work this hard and and the other person's like, why don't you just stay home today? Why do you have to, oh, because I want to take care of you. I want to make sure we got all of this stuff. Just sit at home. That's how you can take care of me. Sit at home with me today. You know, there's someone who's just like constantly on the go, constantly thinking of new ideas, new ventures. Thinking more and more and more and more and more. Somebody could even want to expand the family, have more kids, have a kid, and the other person's like, I don't know, I got to think about that. I don't know. I don't know if that aligns with me. I don't know if that aligns with me. And this other person is very gung ho. They're like telling everybody, or we're going to have a baby. And it's just like, stop. When did we ever confirm that we're going to do that? It's again, this person's doing too much. This person's doing too much. And the energies aren't matching. Love is there. Yes, absolutely. Absolutely, love is there. But love is looking like two different things right now. Let's get more on this conflict. Let's get more on this conflict between Aries and Cancer. Let's get more on this conflict between Aries and Cancer. This person also could be like, this person over here could be like, I'm going to protect you. Or just like very raw, like, I don't want to say a fighter, but someone who doesn't know how to keep the peace all the time. Like they're not looking for problems, but if a problem shows up, they're going to finish it. And the other person's just like, oh my God, like this is so embarrassing. Every time we go out, every time, you know what I'm saying? Like you're doing too much. You're doing too much. That might be the title of this. You're doing too much. Let's get more of this conflict. What's more of this conflict between Aries and Cancer? Two more cards. More of this conflict. All right, so we have Strength, Knight of Cups, the Hierophant, and the Empress. Again, I think that this relationship, the expectations in this relationship or dealings with each other could be totally different for each of you. One person is just like, this is how I want it to go. I want to be very practical about this. I want it to make sense. You know, the other one's like, I want to expand the family. I want to, you know, love language is definitely different as well. But one person could be just like all in and just very emotional, mushy, gushy. They show up differently. Again, different love languages. And then you have the other one who's just like trying to deal with this, trying to, you know, be this show up as this person you want them, show up as this person the other one wants them to be. But it's draining and it's hard and it goes against just like who they are. So the conflict here is that love, it looks different. The expectations in this relationship, this marriage, it's different. And it could even be in a friendship. This person respects distance and peace. And the other one's like, oh, we got to hang out every single day. You know? I think that one person is very impulsive and the other one is just a little level-headed, very traditional, very let's do this the right way, or let's just not do too much. You know, they're very chill about everything. They may not show their emotions or what's bothering them. I think ultimately here, I'm going to pull for conclusion. But I think the important thing here is to communicate what love looks like for you and what love looks like for them. There needs to be communication. How can I show it for you in the way that makes you feel comfortable and heard, seen, complete? And let me tell you how I would like you to show it for me. And although those things may look different, you guys can come to some agreement and pick and choose. Okay, well, I can do this. Well, if I don't do this, how about if I do this? You know what I'm saying? Because if you want this relationship to work, because there is love here, again, it just looks different. It's very conflicting. There needs to be honest conversations so that the romantic relationship can be balanced. You know? It's like almost like if you're being intimate in bed and one person likes to have intimacy this way and another person likes it that way, you guys are not really enjoying it to the fullest because it's like, well, I like it like this and I like it like that. Well, why don't y'all come together and have that conversation? Because someone is not, they're holding it in. They're not really stating what the problem is or what they want, what their expectations are. And so you'll never know that this person, you know, wants intimacy on a waterbed. You know, they want a waterbed. And this whole time you didn't know that that's what they wanted. I don't even know if they still sell waterbeds, but I'm just trying to throw something out there that probably doesn't align. You know what I'm saying? And I just think that honest conversations need to be had. Honest conversations need to be had. Vulnerability, you know, something to where both partners feel like they're being heard and they're being nurtured, because you don't want this to be one-sided where one person feels like they're pouring in all the love and getting their expectations met, but not the other person. You know what I'm saying? Let's go ahead and check out what the overall outcome between you all are. Now, the outcome, don't harp too much on it because everyone has free will. So it could clearly change no matter what, you know, the tarot cards say. It could definitely change. You guys could go to counseling tomorrow and come to some type of agreement on something. But anyways, All right. Holy Spirit, what is the overall outcome between Aries and Cancer? What is the overall outcome between Aries and Cancer, Holy Spirit? You know, when I flipped this card over just now, like, I felt like my heart kind of just got light. My heart kind of got light. We'll get into it, but it's definitely a positive card. Yes. Aw, this is just positive. You guys are going to move towards something positive, okay? You guys are going to bring the fun back in the relationship. There's going to be conversations centered around this. And the reason why you fell in love is going to revisit you. That passion, that love, that spark, all of that's going to come rushing back, you know, after this time. You guys are definitely moving into a positive light. Things are going to be more lighthearted. They're going to be not so pressured or feeling unbalanced. The romance is, you're not going to have any issues in the romance department. You guys are both going to start feeling loved and celebrated and peaceful. And I think tensions won't be as high. But it's due to a conversation. You guys have to have this conversation. And that conversation is going to knock the walls down. It's definitely going to knock the walls down that you guys been having up. And the walls could be conflicts, unspoken words, you know, whatever it could be. But yeah, that's beautiful. Just definitely have that conversation. And it may take you having that conversation. Someone has to be the bigger person at this point. Someone has to be the person looking for a resolution. Because there is love here. There's definitely love here. And there's opportunity. All right? All right. That is your message, Aries and Cancer. Love you guys. Take care. And I will see you in the next one.